Alrighty, well today I'm sharing a work from home job where you don't need any experience. They tell us that right up front. No experience necessary, they're going to train you. And you know, the pay's not too shabby either. I'll get into that job in just a minute. First, I want to talk about a part-time data entry position I've seen floating around YouTube. I did not do a video about that job because I felt the application pool would be way too saturated, and plus those kind of jobs go really fast, but it is still up on the website. It is still available, but you need to get your application in right away. I believe they're going to close the application window today. So that data entry job comes to us from Marriott. They're looking for a data entry clerk. They tell us it is a part-time position. And I read through this entire job lead and they do not indicate what your hours are going to be. So when you go through the interview process, make sure to clarify that with them. So this is your typical data entry kind of job. You're just going to be entering data into the computer. And as far as how much they're going to pay, in the more expensive states like California, Colorado, Hawaii, Maryland, New York, Washington, D.C., and Washington State, it looks like they're going to pay anywhere from $18.50 to $24 per hour. All other states, I have a feeling your salary will be right around there. You might make about $17 if you don't live in one of those more expensive states. So the application deadline for this job is 10 days after October 29th. So if I did my math correctly, that is today. So if you like this job, make sure to get on it, apply for it right away. But I do want to share this. When I first looked at this position, I wasn't 100% sure this was a legitimate job. But to be honest, there's no way I can confirm that. This is a legitimate company. We've all heard of Marriott. So what I would do, I would just apply for this job. Go to the application. As long as they're not asking for extremely personal information, definitely apply for this job if it interests you. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this data entry job. Let's get into the no experience, they'll train you position. And that one comes to us from Allegiance. They're part of the larger Cigna healthcare group. And the job I'm sharing is for a medical review technician. They're going to pay $18 per hour. You can do this job anywhere within the United States. However, they do want you to be able to work Mountain Standard Time hours. And no experience is necessary. They will train you, and you will not be working evenings, weekends, and holidays, and they offer a pretty decent suite of benefits. So this is a full-time remote position, and they tell us right here, applicants do not have to reside in Montana, but you need to be available for work 8 to 5 Mountain Time. So no matter where you live in the United States, just translate your local hours to those hours. So in this job, you'll be responsible for the coordination and collaboration of the medical review process, and while doing so, you'll provide courteous and prompt preparation and responses for all referrals. You're expected to communicate professionally with peers, supervisors, subordinates, vendors, customers, and the public, and to be respectful and courteous in the conduct of this position. So on a regular basis, you'll manage daily work assignments, understanding general medical terminology, and assisting in managing incoming faxes. Now this right here, understanding general medical terminology, don't worry too much about that. It's really easy to pick up. In fact, I'll put a link in the description area below this video to a really good free resource where you can learn medical terminology. You'll also coordinate the receipt and entry of pre-treatments and/or pre-certification requests and ensure accurate coding using CPT and ICD codes. And remember, they're going to train you in this position. If you don't know those codes, don't worry, they will train you. But I strongly recommend learning some medical terminology. It'll just look a lot better on your resume. You communicate with attending and servicing providers to obtain complete and accurate information, upload and monitor external reviews sent to external review companies, and correspond with external review companies as necessary. You'll also perform quality controls on review responses for accuracy and completeness, accurately process review determinations and required timeframes, and coordinate with clinical teams as necessary. So they use a care management platform, and you'll be documenting and reviewing accuracy of member account information within that platform. You'll also initiate referrals for the case management when appropriate, participate in team meetings, committees, or committee assignments, and receive and relay communications to the appropriate parties in a timely manner. So they'd like you to have a high school diploma or a GED. They prefer you have a bachelor's degree, and that's just preferred, that's not required. They also prefer you have medical terminology and medical coding experience, and that too is just preferred, it's not required. And remember, I'm going to put a link in the description area below this video where you can pick up medical terminology. You need to be a great communicator. You're comfortable using computers. You can type about 45 words per minute with accuracy. You have excellent listening skills, a high level of interpersonal skills to work effectively with others. You're able to organize and recall large amounts of detailed information. You can read, analyze, and interpret benefit summary plan descriptions, insurance documents, plan benefits, and regulations, and make appropriate applications to specific situations. You're also able to identify errors and oversights and make corrections. You have a positive attitude. You work well under pressure. You're a problem solver. You're able to operate typical office equipment, and you have a working knowledge of general office procedures. You're also able to meet standard deadlines and timelines for appeals and reviews, and you have basic mathematical skills. And because this is in the healthcare industry, you need to be able to comply with privacy and confidentiality standards. So if you like this job, they're going to pay $18 per hour, no experience necessary. They will train you. You can find the direct link in the description area below this video. So good luck to all of you who apply. Hopefully this job works out for you. And don't forget the data entry job I spoke about earlier in this video. And if you're looking for other work from home jobs that don't require any experience, check out this video right here. Thank you so much for visiting, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.